Welcome Maotrons. So in today's video I'm actually going to be painting my first ever mini, and actually let me just correct myself. I have done minis before, so I will link, or I will not link, but I'll show pictures of them because I've never painted them, you know, on this channel. But I've also never done it legitly. Like I've used acrylic paints watered down and, you know, like airbrush paints and stuff like that. Things that aren't necessarily what you would use for mini painting as far as I know. So let's get to the disclaimers. I have never actually done a mini painting properly. As I just stated, I'm still new to the D&D world, and I'm still new to miniatures, and I'm still new to all that stuff, so please don't eat me alive. But if you have any suggestions, I would be more than happy to listen and to take into consideration all that stuff. Anyways, let's get into what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So for my birthday coming up, I was actually gifted by two of my best friends ever a lot of things to do this, because they are part of the D&D group. One of them is actually the dungeon master or game master, whatever you want to call it, and they kind of spoiled me rotten with a lot of stuff. And this isn't even all of it. Hold on, let me reach over here because it's over here. And more stuff. So, whoa, don't fall. So with all this stuff, I thought I would go through it with you guys and kind of talk through what I think it is and how I'm going to use it and so on and so forth. And then we will paint a miniature, or maybe, oops, or maybe two miniatures. But for now, let's just push this aside. And let's get to talking about what I have and what I'm going to be doing with it. First off, I really do want to thank my friends. I think this is a great thing and it's really, really sweet of them. Let's get into it. So the first thing that they gave me here, they are called Hematite, I believe is how you say it, Hematite Beads. So Hematite Beads, as far as I know, are to be like, you can put it into the paint to help shake it up easier. It's kind of like what you put in nail polish, is my understanding. Obviously I could be wrong, and again, correct me if I'm wrong. So the next thing I got is actually this nail polish and paint shaker. So with this, apparently you can strap in these paints and it'll help shake it up if you're having issues. So let's see what's inside. The strap, I'm assuming, sorry, I had the hiccups. Oh, of course, the power cord. I was like, what's in the little box? So I've got the power cord in here. And then obviously the shaker stand itself. I like the glitter. Definitely my style. It's like a computer charger. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, so these are kind of paired together for that reason, which is really nice. I will see if I use it, how I use it, all that fun stuff in a minute. But for now, we're gonna set this stuff aside as well. Put it over here. So the next thing that they gave me is actually some paintbrushes, which is super, super awesome. I love paintbrushes anyways. I mean, as you can see, some of these are extremely tiny. Like, look at how tiny that is. Anyway, so I have a few of my own paintbrushes, but obviously some of them aren't quite tiny enough. So it's nice to have tiny ones. So next, let's get into the fun paints. I'm so excited to look at these. I lied. I have to show what I'm going to be painting, of course. Okay, so they were sweet enough to get me two little miniatures, or I guess this one's not quite that miniature. This is a zombie dragon, which, I mean, if you know me, you know that I love dragons. So that's why both of them are dragons. I love dragons. But this one was really, really sweet because my dad loved zombies. So I may not be painting this one in this video or right now or whatever, because it is the smallest one. I actually wanted to start with the bigger one because I'm still new, like I said, to this miniature stuff. Now, something that I'm going to be using in this that they haven't gotten me, and I'll get to the paints afterwards, is I'm going to be using some spray primer, and it's just spray model primer. So yeah, I'm going to be using that to prime these before I paint them. And like I said, in this video, I'm probably just going to be doing this one unless I feel like adding the other one to it. So we'll see. It's all a big question mark right now. Let's build this dragon. And I think with this one also, I really like that blue and purple. I mean, I love blue and purple, but like in general, but I love the blue and purple look that's in this. Well, actually, I think it's more of a deep blue and light blue, but I really like that color scheme, so I think I might stay with that. But after I play with all the colors, I guess we'll see if I really want to stay with that. All right, so here are all the pieces, and like, I don't know, I think it's really cool. Let's get them all out over here. Look at these wings. Like, seriously, look at that. It's gonna be so much fun to paint this. I hope I do a good job. We'll see. We'll find out. So I know I need to, like, glue these, I think. Yeah, I'll have to glue these on. I don't know if I should prime the pieces first, but I think I'm gonna put it together first. I'm gonna glue the pieces together, and I don't know what glue they recommend, but I love E6000 glue for like everything. Obviously, this tube has been through a lot, and if you've watched any of my other DIY videos, I almost always just use freaking E6000 glue. Let's see. There we go. Okay, I don't know if I need to glue his feet in too. Yeah, it looks like it. I just didn't know if he popped in, but it looks like he just kind of like sits for the most part. So I'm actually gonna just stick a little bit in here, not too much, just kind of like dab it in so it squeezes down to the bottom where it needs to be. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on the side of the head. Oh, that's cool, but I don't know if it'll stay right now. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so everything's kind of loose, and so what I'm gonna do is let those pieces dry first. So we're gonna set him aside. We're gonna look at the paints. All right, zoom her out and bring in the paints. So they actually gave me two things. So the first thing, this top one, as you can see here, this is actually washes. And I'm gonna swatch all these for my enjoyment, and hopefully for yours as well. Okay, so inside they have like a little, what was that? Is that like a cart? Let's set this aside for now, just so I don't overwhelm myself. There's the colors right there. Dun, 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 dun. Look at all of these freaking colors, guys. There's so many. You say there's 50 war paints? 50? I thought for some reason I thought there was 40. Man, but look at all of these colors. Like, oh, I'm so excited. Yeah, one of my favorite things though is by looking on here is all the color names, like Alien Purple and Warlock Purple and Orc's Blood or Orc Blood, and it's just like those are such fun names. So I am a sucker for things like that. Here we go. I know that some of them are apparently washes as well. I don't know if maybe they have a red cap. Oh, it looks like they do. I see one way down there. I'm thinking that the red cap means that they're washes, so that'll be great for like separating them. Oh, and like I forgot, they also have this book, which is going to be super helpful for me to kind of skim through from having confusion. I am one of those people that just jumps right into it though, so I'm sure I'm going to do stuff wrong because I don't look at it properly. But it also came with another paintbrush, which I love paintbrushes. So what I am gathering by looking at these, because I noticed that there are red point at the black, there are red caps, black caps, and white caps. And so I'm assuming the red, which looks like it is, are the washes. Yeah, it says wash on it. You know, it's nice to see that they have a cap to differ the things. And so what I'm seeing is that black is like shiny metallic colors. So it's nice to see that they did add something to help you differentiate. Dragon red! Okay, so as you can see, I kind of separated them into what they are. I hope I got all of them separated correctly. There's only 2 effects paints, and there's all of these just colors in general. And then I have some of these wash tones, and from what I saw, I will have some repeats. And then over here is going to be the special effects ones, or the metallics rather. So these are the metallics, and that's the special effects. So I have them all separated out, so now we need to swatch. But before I do that, I'm going to add some more parts of the dragon together. Alright, so let's bring our little dragon friend over. So the E6000 glue has only been sitting for however long it took me to do that, so we'll say like 15 minutes, but it's dry. So for now, we need to do swatching. So I'm actually going to just get out some drawing paper for swatching. Really, this is not the best paper in general for those paint, but I don't want to waste anything good. This is a really old sketchbook of mine because I have a million sketchbooks, so I'm just going to flip on over to a blank page. And that way I can write the color name as well, and I can keep this for reference later on down the road. Okay, so let's get to swatching. So before we hop into these, I will sort them by color, like, you know, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple situation, just so that I have a better understanding of the colors that I'm looking at, and so it makes more sense when swatched. But before we get into that, we need to address this guy right over here. So he kind of needs his wings. He kind of needs his wings and his one arm. So let's glue that together so that way I can go ahead and get him all done and spray painted. But for now, let's glue this guy together. Pop it on in there. Look at how cool he is though. Like, look at that wing. Okay, so I tried to fit all of the colors and stuff into one thing so you know what we are working with, what I'm working with. These ones are still wet, so, you know, just take it for what it is. They're all pretty much dry. Now I do want to make a disclaimer that some of them came out a little bit sheer, but I'm not blaming the paint for that. I'm actually blaming the fact that in between swatching I was just using my paintbrush and cleaning out with water and trying to dry it off, but you know, the paintbrush is going to be wet. I know some of my colors that I put over here that I didn't add in neutrals I think could have been in neutrals, so I realized that. But you know, I was kind of going with the tones that I was looking at through the bottle and on the labels, so some of them, you know. And some of them do need to be shaken up a little bit more, and I might need to use those beads, but actually using that nail polish shaker that they gave me, it worked really well. So I think what I'm going to do is stick with the blue and purple theme, like that dragon on the outside, because it was really cool. I think I will use some of the mummy robes. So yeah, other than that, it's just time to actually paint and play and see what I come up with. It's going to be a speed paint because I'm just trying to figure it out, and then we'll talk about it more in the end. So on to the speed paint. Alright guys, so here is the final look at the dragon. I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, there's things that I would change or do better over time. I like the rock work. I went with a kind of orangier rock so that it kind of went well with the blue, because orange and blue are good colors to put together. They're complementary. And then painting inside the mouth was a little sloppy, a little messy, as you can see there. Overall, and I glued him back into his base. I know you guys saw that. I ripped him out, and I think I either mentioned it or something, but yeah, I think that he looks really, really cool. And I would paint the other mini in this video, but this video is already going to be like an hour long, so I think I'll just save that for either a live stream or maybe I'll just paint it in my free time. So if you want to check out my art Instagram, where I'll be posting non-related YouTube content of art, doodad, you can go check out that art Instagram, where I will be adding little minis that I'm doing in my free time and not making it a video. But I do want to start doing live streams as well eventually, and that'll be exciting. So hopefully you guys like this video, and hopefully you guys can teach me some stuff, or maybe I taught you some stuff. I'm not quite sure. I doubt it. But either way, I hope that you enjoyed. And if you have any other suggestions on things that I should try, whether it be for mini painting or just paintings in general, speed paints, arts, I am open to any and everything. I hope to get back to body painting as well, but for now, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that bell to be notified of any time I upload, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!